standing at the end of the next room. Along with him were the hostages and Daniel. "Welcome. What took you so long? I was starting to think my underlings were proving to be a little too much for you," Mason said. "Let the hostages go," I said. Mason smirked. "You didn't think that would actually work, did you?" Mason asked. "No, I guess not," I said. "You're outnumbered," Dodger said. "Give up and maybe we'll let you live," Nicole said. "I don't think so. I'm sorry, but this isn't going to be quite so easy. You three have caused considerable damage to my operation. There's no question as to whether or not you're going to die today. The question is, how much pain will you suffer before then?" Mason said. A group of armed bandits came rushing in through the door behind him. "Careful, don't want to tag a hostage by accident," Nicole said. I pulled the trigger and the firefight began. Wanderers started coming in through the door behind us. A few more bandits came through the door ahead of us. Sometime during the fight, Mason took Daniel and headed out the same door bandits were coming through. I fought my way through and chased after him. I reached the roof where Mason was waiting. He had an arm around Daniel and a knife to his neck. "You fool. Have you ever asked yourself why we did all this?" Mason asked. "Money? Power? I don't care. I'm still going to kill you. Now let go of my son," I said. "Tell you and your friends to leave, and I promise not to kill him. Oh, I'll keep him with me, of course, just to make sure you don't end up interfering with our plans ever again," Mason said. "And if I don't," I asked, "then I kill your son. He's nothing to me after all," Mason said. Just then, I heard a gunshot. The bullet hit Mason, wounding him and forcing the bandit leader to let go of Daniel. "Get out of here! Join the others downstairs!" I shouted. Daniel looked confused for a moment and then obeyed. That left just me and Mason. It wasn't going to be pretty. I had Mason on the edge. One more step back and he'd fall to his death. I thought it was over. I thought wrong. "Take two, hero," Mason said. The helicopter from before returned, just in time to pick him up. Already the copter's miniguns were charging up to fire. The helicopter went crashing to the ground below and it erupted in a fiery explosion. I peeked down at the ground. Everyone was dead, including Mason. Nicole had come up. She told me everything. The bandits were in retreat, and the last of the wanderers were being taken care of. The hostages were safe. Now could begin the journey home. At least, that's what we thought.
You done? Awesome. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome back to what's this place? Something infected. I can't remember. I honestly can't. It's really loud. Okay. I can't make out. Oh my god. It's very loud. I need to get outside, man. Stuck, what the hell? Oh god. There's no way I can survive in the house. Oh. Ah! Boss! I need to get outside! Oh, bloody hell. Okay, let's get out of here. What the hell was that? Okay, be right back. Where do I Ah, here we go. Don't do that like that. Yeah, that goes right now. this it? Oh, that's Mason. Yeah! Woo! Is that it? That's not it.
Daniel greeted me with a hug. I smiled at him. Nicole and Dodger helped gather up the hostages. We were readying to leave when we heard footsteps approaching. Someone was on their way here, and it wasn't anyone on our side. At first, we thought it might have been a group of bandits returned for another attack, but it wasn't more bandits. Nicole and Dodger had readied their weapons, but the man who turned the corner was none other than Cress, leader of the hunting party. We were all shocked. Why was he there? How was he there? He had a few members of the hunting party following in his wake. Cress, what are you doing here? I asked. Cress looked round and then eyes the surviving hostages. I came to check for survivors. I had my doubts there would be any, but it would seem you managed to save everyone. I'm impressed, Cress said. How did you know where to find this place? We had to crack open a prison to find this place, I said. Isn't it obvious? Cress asked. It was him, Nicole said. Nicole? What do you mean? Dodger asked. How else would the bandits know exactly when and where to strike the meeting? They needed someone on the inside giving them the information, Nicole said. So then, this was the plan all along? You wanted the leaders captured in order to seize power? But why hire us, I asked. Simple. I knew your group was the best. I wanted to use you to weaken the bandit group so my people could wipe them out later on. Though I have to admit, I never dreamed you would do this well. Too well, Cress said. What do you mean, too well? Dodger asked. My plan was to have the bandits capture the leaders and then use them as leverage over us. I would play the reluctant leader who pays for a group of mercenaries. Then once you were dead and the bandits were weakened, I go in and finish off what was left, killing off the leaders too, of course. I would return saying they all died tragically during the rescue attempt, but fear not, my people, I will lead you into a bright new future, Cress said. You're a monster, Nicole said. Not so. Too long have the hunters been looked down upon. My hunting party is vital to our survival, yet we're treated like vermin. So I only did what we should have done a long time ago. I placed the hunting party in charge. Why? Because we deserve to be in charge, Cress said. Enough of this. You want to kill us so bad? Come and get us, I said. I took aim and fired. Cress ducked out of the way and fled the room. Nicole, Dodger, Daniel and I made the hard fight to the bottom floor. We blasted through the hunters, protecting the city leaders as we did so. Cress was a hard battle. Even in a group, he was difficult. He knew how to hide, how to sneak up on us. But in the end, he ended up dead, just like everyone else who crossed us. The rest was easy. The leaders were returned safely to Alderna, Daniel was with me again, and the world was a little brighter.
Hello? What's next? Are we back? Is this the beginning? That is funny. I'm gonna get through this, and if it turns out it's the end, it's done. But I think this is the last episode anyway. Not many people are joining the tent. What? Oh! Yes, baby! Oh, that's perfect. Okay, let's see what's at this one. Run! There you go. Am I holding full weapon? There. Why I could only hold 3? I can just like scale this man. Ah, there we go. That's how I can scale this man so easy. Okay, let's go and take out these. So slow. I got a hunger meat. Oh Am I done? Got it? Am I done? Yeah, I think I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment on what you want to see me do or play next time, and I'll see you next time. Bye!